Hiya, Peg. Will we sit? You remember, don't you? Your favourite spot. I forgot the tea today. I was rushing. Sorry. You know how it is. You can feel the spring coming in now. What is it about the spring? Rebirth, they say. Out with the old. The old back isn't the best these days. If I sit for too long, it gets all tangled. And then when I get up, it has to be stooped over like some sort of crow. It's that time I jumped off the harbour wall at Killiney. Remember? I flipped over in mid-air and hit the water like a slab of concrete. You were trying to hide the laughter. You were. I saw you. That smirk on your face. Your lovely face. It's not changed much here. The city keeps moving, getting bigger, louder. There's more people now, but it feels emptier. Strange that, isn't it? There you are, spread out in the grass in the summer like some sort of giant wonderful flower. I probably didn't tell you at the time, but I thought you were the most beautiful creature I'd ever seen. I'm not joking, Peg. When I looked at you, everything else just blurred out. All the edges of the world melted. All the other stuff didn't matter. You never stopped talking back then, which was fine with me. You'd chat away and laugh, and I'd just nod you on. I was happy. There was two of us, me and you, two bodies. But you know what I used to picture? A third presence, almost like a ghost. And it grew each time we'd meet, get brighter, more real. Sometimes I'd see it hovering beside the willow tree or dozing in the sun, and sometimes it sat right there with us, so quiet, but watching our every move, listening close to everything we said. I didn't know it at the time, Peg, but that figure was us together. We created it like a child. It was our love, breathing, shining, coming into being. Do you remember that song, Peg? We'd often hear that fella singing it up on the mile. I always thought it was a bit maudlin, but you loved it. You were never the cynic. You knew what life was about. Magic. I remember one day we were strolling about and you tightened your hand around mine, tighter than usual, and you turned and looked at me and said, "This is forever." I didn't really know what you meant, but I think I do now. No wonder the birds come here, and the squirrels, and the drunks. We've a lot to answer for out there. We're rushing towards something. I don't know what it is anymore, but it's not good. We'll learn, I suppose. I know. Reel it in, Jimmy. Reel it in. Can you hear me, Peg? If I could step through the invisible wall, I would, because I know you're there. Do we have a soul, Peg? What's it like? This body is weary of me now. It's getting impatient. I think I may have outstayed my welcome. If I could hear your voice again, Peg, your lovely, cracked, golden voice, that would be something. That would really be something. It was like some sort of palace, you'd say. The voice is strange and beautiful to the ear. I wonder, Peg, for all the prayers of the earth, is there anyone listening? What are we all doing down here? It's the small places that matter, places of rest, like islands in a sea of concrete. Do you remember the trips we'd take? The smile would spread across your face soon as we left the city. With the horizon surrounding us, it felt like you could step into the clouds. The sound of the waves made the heart peaceful. And you stretched out on the sand, dreaming of some tropical paradise. People don't even see me now, it seems. Sometimes I just wander the streets and it's like they pass straight through me. And the memory, well, it's getting a bit strange. It's all just noise to me now. Am I losing it? Seagulls and sirens. That's the sound of the city these days. Do you remember the brass band that used to play here in the summer months? I'm sorry for those years when I drifted from you. There was some sort of sadness in me that I couldn't get out. I don't know where it came from. I'd come here and watch the academicals all scurrying about, and I'd listen to the band, and I'd look up to the sky and try to imagine what life would be like without you. Well, now I know. Now I know. God, it never ends. Time just keeps thundering along. Feels like I'm watching from afar and everyone's just locked in, marching somewhere with their heads down. I'm not saying the old days were better, but well, they were our days. Here we are, Peg. I don't think the picture will ever leave my mind. You trailing down the cobbles there with your hair all dancing about your shoulders and your swing dress. I put on my best suit for the dance, and my shoes, they were gleaming. And the music, Peg, and that feeling I got when we shared a smoke, just chatting. A small chink appeared and the light flooded through. I've relived that night over and over. It's almost realer now than everything else.